Hi guys, it's Anne here, and today's video is going to be a little bit of a collection declutter. I'm not going to go through my collection in full detail just because I don't think I'm going to declutter that much, and I do have a collection video from earlier this year, and I don't think my collection has changed a whole lot since then. So one of the issues I'm having right now is I'm running out of space where my makeup is stored. And if you can see what's going on here, my second issue is I'm tearing apart my den. I want to get better storage just for all of my stuff. So it is going to change my storage as well for my makeup. I'm not going to really do a storage type video. We'll see. At this point, again, like I said, I've already done a collection and I did an organizing makeup video from earlier this year as well. And again, it's using the same container. What this really is just to kind of go through my collection and trim off some of the fat, some of the things that I know I'm looking at right now and I'm like, yeah, that needs to go. So, and I do have makeup like all over the place right now too. There's other makeup in other places, so I'm gonna try and tackle that as well. But it won't be, like I said, I'm not gonna sit down and like pull out all my foundations and choose which I'm keeping and which I'm not keeping. It's gonna be like bits and pieces that are going away. So, looking up here, this is my little acrylic storage, which normally keeps the lippies that I'm wearing or currently wearing or trying to use if I haven't used in a while. I do have most of my foundations up here, and I have all my lip pencils back here. So I did do a lip pencil video, so you can see all the swatches of those too if you want to see that. I did buy one new lip pencil, which I'll talk about in my November buys video. So looking up here, the only thing I know I want to get rid of is this. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect, and this is in the shade 03 Light Beige. This shade is all wrong for me. You can see I did try. I've used most of it, but I really I don't like the shade. I'm not a huge fan of this foundation either. It doesn't look great on my skin. I've discovered that watching it on video, that it's not great for me. So I need to let it go. There's no point in trying to fight it anymore. This is also one of my oldest foundations. I've definitely had this since at least 2 years. So yeah, it's time to let it go. You can also see it is separating a little, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Because sometimes product does separate and you just shake it up again, but yeah, time to let that go. There's nothing else up here that I'm really looking to get rid of. Over here, because again, I have makeup everywhere. So I just have a little container of a Pixie Glow Tonic that I used. I need to just move this somewhere else. I'm gonna move all my storage stuff somewhere else. I have 2 concealers here. So these are from that Benefit Boing set that I had bought. I'm going to keep the brightening concealer, but I am going to get rid of the airbrush concealer. I've used quite a bit of this. Again, I really tried to use it as much as I could. I just don't like it. I think the formula on this one has also changed since I've had it. Again, I've had this for almost 2 years, and I'm satisfied. I used enough of it that I know how I feel about it. I tried to give it my best, but at this point I have enough concealers that there's no point in trying to force finishing this one. And excuse the fingerprints, I also had 2 Nude by Nature powders that I am keeping. This one is the Radiant Loose Powder Foundation in W4 Soft Sand. So I did try this a few times over the summer, and I do quite like it. It is quite nice, and for me, I'm not really a powder foundation person, but this one looks really nice. And this is the Translucent Loose Finishing Powder. I'm going to keep this. It's fine. I don't love it. I don't hate it. But I'll still use it. Okay, this top drawer is mostly eye things and concealers. So I am going to keep this one from that kit, by the way. I haven't really tried this one. This one is the Industrial Strength Concealer. I haven't really used this one a whole lot, so I want to give this one a try before I decide. I'm definitely keeping all of these, except this. So I'm getting rid of 2 things from this drawer. The first thing is this. This is from an Ipsy from a very long time ago. It is the, what do you call this? Be a Bombshell Cosmetics eye base in the shade. I'm assuming that's the shade Submissive. So yeah, this is just a, I don't know. I've had this for so long and I've never liked it. Should have been something I got rid of early on and I just never did. It just never looks right and it doesn't stay on my eye. Just sort of do a swatch here. So that's a swatch of it. Like again, you can kind of see it. I don't know. I've just never liked this and I've had it for way too long. And I've decided I'm going to get rid of this. This is the Ritzy Liquid Beam in the shade Pearl. I've tried it a few times. I've tried it multiple different ways. I do have it on my hand. I think you can see the reflection right here. It's okay. Again, it's just something I'm not going to use. Like, I need to let it go. I need to accept that I'm not going to use. And this is not very old, that I can maybe pass this on to somebody. Everything else in there is good to stay. Okay, second drawer is mostly single eyeshadows, and I think I'm keeping everything in here. I'm gonna let this, you know what, I'm gonna actually keep this because I'd like to try and pan this. What this is, what am I talking about here? It looks terrible, it's pretty old. This is the Annabelle cream, I don't know what they call it, eye something, I can't even read it. And there's 4 shades in here. Eye color cream, that's all they call this. It's pretty old, but I do quite like these. There's a couple shades in here. I don't know if you can see how well I've sort of dipped into this shade. So you can see this shade I've really dipped into. So I'm gonna try and hit pan, and then I'll call it quits on this one. So this is gonna go into a future panning project. So keep your eyes peeled for that. So yeah, not very exciting, nothing in there is going. Okay, in here, there's 2 things that are definitely going. The first thing is, unfortunately, this was a eyeshadow from Julep. It's beautiful packaging. It looks like a mess, but really nice packaging. So you can see there's a little mirror. Really pretty color. It's dried out. It never, I can't, like, I don't know. Let me maybe, yeah, no, see. It looks pretty good when I do it on my finger there. Hopefully you can see, but then it looks like crap. It's just never ever been what I wanted it to be. If I can, I'm not focused. So you can see there, like, it's just never ever been what it looks like. Like, it's got this, like, interesting purple shift to it, but never, doesn't look like that on my hand. So no, that one's gotta go. I gotta let it go. It's so hard to let go of that. I've had it for so long. Because in my mind, it could be so beautiful, and it's not. And this is the other thing that needs to go. You can probably see it without me even taking the lid off. It's cracked. It's all dried out, and again, kind of looks okay on my finger. Kind of looks okay, but yeah, she's done. I gotta let it go. That is in the shade, I think, Stereo. It's a Super Shock Shadow in Stereo. So it was, I don't know if they still have this. It was like a classic color. If they still have it, I would repurchase it. Okay, moving on to the top drawer. I've actually pulled out a few things already that I'm keeping, just some of the primers. I've talked about, actually, if you watch my milk primer video, they're all primers that I'm keeping. But this is one thing that I'm definitely letting go. If I can get it to focus on it, it does not want to focus on this. There we go. Okay. It's a little hard to see too because the light, it's reflecting. It's the CoverGirl Nature Luxe. This is the wrong shade for me. It's $3.50. It's pretty old. I don't know how old this is. Time to let it go. This was something that was my mom's. So to put it in perspective, my mom passed away 4 years ago. So this is definitely, at minimum, 4 years. So I need to let it go. Again, this is kind of a mess. I have like blushes here. I think everything else in here I'm keeping. Okay, this is something I can let go. This is a milk highlighter. It is something I've barely used. It's the holographic stick. I've tried it out. It's pretty cool, but again, not something I'm really into. So I need to let it go. And this is not super old. I think I got this maybe last year. So I can maybe pass that on. So I'm deciding if I want to keep this or not. This is the Artist Couture Diamond something powder. Yeah, I think I want to keep that. See on my hand there? I don't know if we're in focus. It's kind of pretty, and I need to like use it. It's super glittery. Again, I don't know about using it as a highlight, but I can see myself using it as an eyeshadow. I've got a lot of powders. Blushes. That's what's in this drawer. It needs to be reorganized. Too many. Too many. I'm gonna go back and reorganize it after. So, this drawer is mostly eye stuff. All my mascaras are all good. Got a little box back here. My eyeliners are all good. I did declutter some of those recently. I feel like I've got like a wasted box here of samples, so I think it's time to let this go. Anybody else have this? I turned it, so what I did was I turned it all around, so I like turned it all around so I could use all of them, and I think I did try every single one of them. I maybe want to try a few of these again just to remind myself if there is any lipsticks here that I did actually want to buy in terms of like Naked, Back Talk. A couple of those I know you can still get. But other than that, I'm going to get rid of this. I also have a couple samples here, so I'm going to try these. Oh, here we go. Here, these are some more. I already have 714. I don't know if you can still get these. These are the Gwen Stefani ones. Rocksteady 714, Ex-Girlfriend. Firebird's one that's common. I have a sample here of the Born This Way foundation in vanilla, so I might as well try that. I'm as pale as I'm ever going to get. And then I've got some Lise Watier Lip Rouge Intense Supreme, so I should try these. I don't think I'll like any of them, just looking at them, but I might as well try them. So I gotta take this out so I can try those. And yeah, looking at my liners, I don't think there's anything I want to get rid of. There's a couple things I definitely want to consider putting in a project pan next year, but don't want to get rid of anything. The other thing that normally lives in here, but it's not, and it also has some random samples in it, so I'm gonna rearrange these. These were some NARS samples. I have been trying out a few of those. I did quite like it, but it is pretty heavy. Gotta put this in the bathroom. It says beard lube. Obviously, I don't have a beard. Don't know why Sephora gave this to me as a sample. Thank you, Sephora. But I can use this actually for a shave cream. So that's what I'm gonna do. That doesn't belong in there. So eyebrow stuff. I don't think there's anything I want to get rid of. Actually, that's a lie. That is a lie. This. Oh, here am I. This is something I'm going to get rid of. I got this, I want to say Winners or Marshalls. It's not bad. It's like a marker on one end, which is kind of weird. It's really big. Might still have, yeah, it still has some juice left in it, but you can see there it's way too light for me. And then it's got a little mascara wand on this side. So yeah, that's done. That's dried out. So this is mostly storage. Gotta take that out. This drawer I need to like really empty out and actually put makeup in it. Lip balms. So I have talked about what I'm taking out here. So let's do that now. I'm decluttering these two. These are the duplicates that I have, which I already tried to put in that lip balm project pan and finished one, but did not finish the other. And I still have the other one, so I might continue with the other one, but yeah, I need to let these go. Again, they're super old. And these two I'm not getting rid of, but I'm going to go put them in my bathroom so that they're with my skincare, my body stuff, because I'm going to use these on my body like what some other people have said. I have used this one a bit, so you can see that one has been used, but this one's not been used a whole lot. I basically just tried that one, so you can see it's pretty full. So yeah, I'm gonna keep those out so I can work on them. Again, it's mostly storage, so I do have a box though of lip stuff in here that I'm gonna have to go through. Again, I probably want to keep most of these. I'm seeing something I want to get rid of. This. I have been trying to make these work and they have not been working for me, so I'm just gonna let them go. If you have top box, you know all about these. These are the Douce Luscious Lip Stain. The formula is, I hate the formula. I don't know if anybody likes it. Sorry if you do, but the formula is terrible and I can't get these colors to look nice on me, so that's going. I have another one somewhere. Just kind of quickly looking here. I think everything else is pretty good. At least for now. There's nothing jumping out at me like, get rid of it. The other thing I want to talk about is this. This has been sitting in my drawer for quite some time now, and I wasn't sure what to do with it. I was going to put it in a giveaway, and then I decided not to, basically because it didn't fit in the box. And I already gave like a face palette in that giveaway, I think, so it just seemed redundant. I'm going to keep this. I've decided, it's very reflective, I've decided I really want to try this, and so I'm going to keep it. So that's what it is. It's just a little face palette. It just looks really, really nice, and I'm kind of into wanting to try this. So I will be trying this. I got this last year. This is why I don't really want to give it away now, because it's already like a year old. By the way, what it is it's called the e.l.f. Beautifully Bare Total Face Palette. It's in the soft and subtle shade, I guess. I should put that on the back because it doesn't say that on here. I'm gonna have to put a little label on it so I remember the name of the product. Yeah, the rest of this is like makeup bags and extra brushes and stuff, and I need to just clear that out and put it somewhere else for now. And keep this as all makeup. Okay, my tripod thingy doesn't go low enough to actually show you this. So this is my bottom drawer that has all my palettes in it. As you can see, it's overflowing. And I actually have palettes that are not in here because they don't fit anymore. I've gotten to that stage, which I was pretty close to it at the beginning of this year, so I'm not surprised that we're here now. So what I'm actually going to do is just go through this and then I'll show you the results because I can't hold the camera and then go through it. It's not working. So I'll see you in a second with what I've decided to actually declutter. Not letting much go here. I am going to let this one go. I've talked about this. I've played with this quite a bit in eyeshadow project, whatever you call it, eyeshadow primer video, and it's okay, I just don't love it. I talked about getting rid of this as well because it's the exact same as another palette and eyeshadows I already have. And then this quad I just don't see myself really using. There's like one really nice shade in here, but it's not worth keeping. These two are ones that I'm not getting rid of the products entirely. So this is the NYX contour palette that I've been using in my project pan. And I'm going to depot these and put them in here. I think I'm going to keep all four, and then same with this. I'm going to depot the shades that I want to keep, and then get rid of this palette. I think. I don't know. I'm still on the fence on this one. I do like it, but I don't know if I want to keep the whole palette. So yeah, not a whole lot really from that drawer. So this is where my lipsticks are, the ones that I keep out. I sort of rotate them in and out of here, and there's definitely one here again. Gonna get rid of this. This is one of those Douce lip things. I have no idea if I'm in focus, but getting rid of that. And looking up here, there's nothing else really that I'm ready to part ways with just yet. Okay, so this is the disaster that's my desktop right now. So this is something that's going to probably get decluttered. I am project panning it though, so I can't get rid of it yet. I do need to play with these to see if I actually do want to keep the whole thing or not. Nothing in here that I want to get rid of just yet. I've talked about maybe decluttering these Mark eyeshadows, but I'm considering maybe putting them in a project pan. And nothing in here just yet. These are things, these are sort of like my project pan and things that I'm playing with. Actually, there is one thing. There's this little highlighter thing that's part of like a Tem 2 kit. And I keep trying to use it, and it's like halfway done, but it's just so hard to finish this. Let me swatch it. So that's it on the back of my hand. I had tried to use this like in with foundation, but you can see how like it's almost like oily, and it really does affect the texture of the foundation a little too much. So I'm gonna let it go. I'm done. I've tried. I've done my best. And yeah, that's the rest here. I need to wash those. Nothing else here that I'm getting rid of. So yeah, this is the mess that is happening in my house right now. And this is only part of it. You really don't want to see the rest of my house right now. It's a disaster. So I'll try and tidy this up, and I'll close this video out with whatever I've reorganized this as. It's going to take me a while, and I really don't feel like filming it, to be honest. So that's it for now. So this is as good as things are going to get right now. So this is my bottom drawer that has mostly larger palettes and medium-sized palettes instead of all my eyeshadow palettes. The second bottom drawer has my smaller palettes here, my face palettes, my lip balms, and my, what I call my out-of-season lipsticks. This drawer again is still just all my eye stuff, so eyebrows, eye pencils, mascaras, eyeshadow primer, and the like. You can see here, this drawer looks crazy. So I have highlighters and bronzers here, foundations and primers, I have face powders, and I have, in the back here is blushes. So I'm going to take, I have some foundations and primer. I think I'm going to take the excess, actually let's take the excess foundations and move them down so this isn't quite so mishmashed. Okay, there were only like 4 foundations, but at least it helped me figure out that I have another thing that I'm going to get rid of. This is, I don't think it's focusing. Okay, there we go. It's that Revlon Beyond Natural. It's actually, I think this was like a marketing product, and again, from my mom. And it was one of those ones that's like, it comes out, hi Harley, comes out white, but turns to like a skin tone color. I don't know. It never quite worked for me, so I might as well let it go. I think I used most of it anyway. And then hopefully, yeah, this drawer looks a little bit better than it did. That's a lot of primers though, so I definitely need to, oh, that should go out. That's foundation mixer. A lot of primers that I need to work on. And then again, the top there. So that's as good as she's gonna get. I've talked about this already, that I need to buy new storage, but that's not gonna happen till this sort of den situation gets sorted out. Okay, it's actually a different day that I'm filming this, but I just wanted to do a recap of everything that I'm decluttering, which you can see is not a whole lot, but for me it's something, because I rarely declutter anything. So you can see here, these are the 3 foundations that I'm decluttering. These are the lip products I'm decluttering. The one thing that I forgot yesterday was this. So this is an Avon lipstick. That's it right there. Here we go. So hopefully you can see that shade there. It's this Avon lipstick, which smells terrible. I tried wearing it, and I'm not particularly sensitive to smells, and I don't mind lipsticks that smell like, you know, lipsticks, but that one smells way off. It's really old. I'm a little sad because it's a really, really pretty color, but, you know, gotta let it go. That's that Tarte palette, the 2 little smaller Color Workshop palettes, the Julep shadow, the other 2 shadows that I'm getting rid of, the highlighters, a concealer, and an eyebrow product. And then this was just like a lip sample that had to go. I was hanging on to it forever. So yeah, that is everything that I'm decluttering right now. There may be a little bit more at the end of December. I really don't know. Once I kind of restore my makeup, I may consider decluttering a couple more items, but it won't be much. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you did, feel free to give it the little thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my tiny little channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.